Hey, Chief, how you doing, Chief? Here it's Saturday, January 10th, 12:49 p.m. in the afternoon, about 84, 85 degrees. That's what it says anyway. But welcome, Chief. You're first, I think. Well, as I always say, first the person to say hello. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you had, like I said, great Christmas, great New Year's. Yep, laced my shoes up. You know me, I'm good to go. You got your shoes laced up? You still doing your 2 miles, Chief? That was awesome when you mentioned that the other day. You're doing your 2-mile walk. That's awesome. I always say it's either use it or lose it. And better now than never. But yeah, it's a beautiful day today. 55 and rain. Well, that's an improvement, Chief. 55 is warm for West Virginia. Yeah, I got you by like maybe 30 more degrees. A little bit of stronger sun. But yep, Saturday in Dumaguete, Philippines. We'll see how it goes. Saturdays can be a busy day out in the streets. It's hit or miss. But we'll see how things go. Jeff Johnson's here. Hello. You know, Jeff, before I forget, I need to hook you up because you've been here a lot consistently, Jeff. So you got the blue jacket, Jeff. You earned it. You're here a lot, good guy, can help me out. Salmon Tender says, Skeet City, hello, new here from Minnesota. Banami 26 or something like that. Well, my name's Michael. Before I even get started, anybody that's here, you know me, you don't know me. Name is Michael, born and raised in the United States. Pennsylvania, the majority of my life, with the exception of almost 2 years. Now been living abroad in the Philippines for over a year now, and enjoying my life, loving it. Do my daily walks, do my daily, live streams. As I walk, do my best to answer random questions or read comments, but it does get difficult sometimes trying to keep up with all of them. So I do apologize if I don't see it. And Margarita, Dumaguete, Philippines, and Bonami says, I'm Shannon. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Shannon. Appreciate you stopping by my live stream. Again, this is something only a couple weeks new for me. I haven't been doing it that long. I've been walking forever. I'm a big walker. Walk in the hottest of the days of the sun. It doesn't bother me. Sometimes I need some coconut water, but now I'm living abroad in the Philippines and added the live stream to my walk and thought it would be fun. This is what I do every day. Normal, basic, everyday life. If I'm not traveling somewhere, going to a beach or another island. So yeah, this is my routine. Ram says, how are you? I'm good, Ram. Jeff says, Shannon, where, Minnesota. Sky Dew says, Margarita Evans, nice to meet you. Michael Hunter's here. Gooey McDougal says, is it safe there? I mean, I feel safe. I mean, I'm sure no matter where you live in the world, nothing's perfect. Crazy stuff obviously going on all over the world all the time. Social media probably adds to it and makes it a little maybe worse, or, because we see it instantaneously. But I feel safe here in the Philippines. That's not to say that something couldn't happen or go on, but I do my best. Surfer Maverick says, that's safer than LA. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any complaints, never had issues. I hear of stories of stuff happening and going on, which nothing's really surprising to me. Coming from America, I think we all see a lot of stuff going on day to day, but I try to an extent, detach myself from some of that and just be happy and live my life to the fullest. Live each day as if it were your last, because you know what? I can't really worry about can't worry about things I can't control. And ultimately, I do the best I can, and what's meant to be will be. I would feel safer for you. They would make ADA sidewalk widths. Yeah, the sidewalks. Yeah, I don't mind. Like I said, I get around quicker when I'm in the street. Obviously, you got to cross the street, but hello, sir. This is a Saturday. Again, this is Saturday. Not normally as crazy. Not for me, it's not crazy, but not as chaotic as it can be at times. You look like somebody that is from Peters Township, Pennsylvania. His name was also Mike. Well, there's a lot of Mikes. Born in Altoona, Pennsylvania. My most recent address in the United States is Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. So, welcome, Nicole Martinez. You're familiar with Pennsylvania. Yeah, people from PA. Actually, somebody recently lived close to Altoona, where I grew up, which was kind of wild. Just goes to show you it's a small world, and I'm halfway around the world in the Philippines. Hey, Mike, is there any banks along your walk? Well, yeah, I can go back to one right now. There's one I just passed it actually at the intersection. I'll show you right now. Naz T. Cat is here saying like and subscribe for free walking tour of Dumaguete. I appreciate that, Naz T. Cat. And you know what? That's a nice gesture, and I took care of you. You're blue. Like I always say, I always think it's nice when I meet people here and create a nice community and environment. And the more I have of you guys, the more control you have of some of the unhappy trolls that randomly show up, which I don't know. I always say trolls need friends too, in a joking manner. Yeah, here's BPI Bank right there. That's a bank on the corner of Perdisi Street. So that's a bank. But I'm gonna go back to where it's coming from, but I knew I'd just walk past the bank. English speaking. Yeah, they speak, hello. Yeah, they speak English here. That's one of the best things about the Philippines that, attracts a lot of people here. Many reasons to come to the Philippines, but the nice, huge bonus is to be able to communicate. I don't know what that would be like going to a country that didn't speak much English, if any at all, and I was by myself. That would be challenging. I know you have Google, whatever, translate and all that stuff, but yeah, just to be able to have somebody, a lot of people, the majority of people, if they don't speak it that fluently, they certainly understand a lot of it. Glenn Carragher says, haha, New Yorkers built different. What do you hear? What do you say? I say I'm happy in Dumaguete, Philippines. That's where I'm at. Dumaguete, Philippines, but I'm from the United States. Born and raised in Pennsylvania the majority of my life, with the exception of a little bit in Florida, a couple years. I'm definitely a warm weather person. I prefer it here. Alex, I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines, Alex. Welcome, Alex. Kissing a Dream says, New York attitude, I'd stand out riding a scooter, give them the finger, cut me off. Yeah, you don't see any of that here. I don't see any road rage, if ever. I think I've seen one incident, one time. This is the public market. I always make my way through here. One time I saw an older Filipino and a younger Filipino on motorbikes, kind of almost at an intersection, and they almost collided a little bit. It wasn't that close, but I've seen that happen before, and they just kind of go, that's what happened. the older Filipino was very upset and he started yelling, giving the younger Filipino an earful. Chris says, why are you there visiting, or you live there? This is like my home away from home. I've been here almost over a year now. Wanted to try something different in life, and this gave me the opportunity to retire at 55. I always tell people, life goes by so quick. Just didn't want to. I've had too many things I've seen that, people working until 65, 70 years old, and then they retire, and then they all pass away within a year or two. That could be a coincidence, but I've worked with a lot of people that, worked so hard and so proud to save a bunch of money for their retirement. And then I saw people pass away within a year or two after they retired. That's definitely a motivation for me now. This Lopez says, is it expensive to live there? No. I can afford to be 55 and survive on my pension and my savings and be perfectly happy and perfectly fine. Hello. Perfectly happy and perfectly fine here. Now, with that same income in the United States, would I be able to survive? No. I'd have to work, so then I wouldn't be here doing this. That wasn't my main reason for coming here. I learned that after the fact. I simply was just researching places that I could eventually live. Warm climates. I wanted to see other parts of the world. And then the more I researched about the Philippines, and then I came here in July of 2024. I was only supposed to stay here for 2 months, and I ended up staying longer. I liked it so much, which that helped me a lot too, because then that gave me more of an idea. It wasn't like a vacation. I actually lived here. Got an apartment, got off the hotel, kind of vacation mindset, and wanted to see if I could actually live here day to day, live. And I could. And then when I learned the cost, I was like, wow, I could actually maybe possibly do this. And then when I researched, able to start my pension at 55, which was a blessing, throw that in with my savings, and then you just smart and budget. And rent is a lot cheaper here. I preach about that every day. Rent is certainly cheaper. The people are probably friendly. Yeah, they're happy, friendly, welcoming, especially here in Dumaguete, Philippines. They're always just, like I said, I get to know everybody. Dumaguete's I don't consider it, it's more like a town to me, not so much like a city, although it's considered a city. I live in Bacolod, and that is a city. Or Ilo's a city. This is more like a town, and you don't have to go very far, and you're kind of like in the suburbs. You're away from everything, but it's really nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Savage Shadow says, hello, Mike. What kind of career opportunities out there, colleges? Savage, I'm retired, so I'm not looking to work. As far as work opportunities, I know that people here in the Philippines make the most of what they can do, to survive. I know there's colleges here for the locals. There's a lot of them. Silliman College, there's, which I think that's a Catholic college. And then there's smaller, there's a lot of tourism colleges here. It's like STI is one of them, but there's definitely a lot of tourism schools here in Dumaguete. I mean, I sometimes wonder, so many people are getting in tourism, are they guaranteed jobs out of there? I'm not sure. I don't know. And obviously, if I was pursuing college or at that age, I probably would know a little more. I'm kind of mostly up to snuff with stuff that I'm involved in, but yet still learning. There's going to be situations occur that I'm going to have to, learn more. I'm thankful of all the people that I've met here in the Philippines that have a lot of experience, locals and foreigners, as well as people that I meet on YouTube. Glenn asked me if I work. No, I don't work, Glenn. I'm retired. I'm retired. 55 years old as of April 6th. And then my pension went into effect May 1st, which was a lucky, fortunate blessing to have that. And then my savings, and that's how I'm able to live here and get off the grind. Philip's here. Hello, Philip. How long have you been doing your live stream? You mean, I've been doing my live streams a while, but I didn't start this walking stream probably like 2 weeks ago, maybe a little over 2 weeks. I tried doing the live stream sitting down and talking, and at least I was outside. It was just boring for me. And I'm like, if I'm bored doing it, I can imagine, well, I would just think other people would be bored watching me. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try walking and live and this is what I do every day anyway. I go walking everywhere. So I was like, well, maybe I'll just let people see things from that perspective as I walk, see how it works. Mofolo Z says, do you have a Filipino girlfriend? Yes, I do. Her name is Che, C-H-E. I'm not sure. She occasionally checks in on the live streams. I'm not sure if she's in the live stream at all. But yes, I do have a Filipino girlfriend here. How do you make money doing live streams? I'm monetized on YouTube, but like that's not calculated into my budget. This is just something I do for fun. I'm blessed and thankful to be able to do this. Whatever I make from live stream, that's just an added bonus and a blessing for me to just be able to do other things. But I'm not dependent on live streams for anything. Ernest says, I was stationed in the Philippines back in 1985 for a year when I was in the Air Force. I was scared because I had just been in the military for 2 years, but it was the best experience ever. I can relate to you as far as being here. I'm happier than I've ever been, and I don't sugarcoat that at all. I'm not making it up. I'm not trying to just overdo it with my excitement. I'm happy to get up every day, learning a different culture, embracing the people here in the Philippines as well as they embrace me. There's the girlfriend. How you doing, sir? See, security. They always say hello to me. They're so nice here. I love those guys. I'm telling you, these people are here in Dumaguete. They're amazing. Always saying hi. They know me to see me. I walk around all the time. Ernest says it made the military more efficient for me. That's awesome, Ernest. Che's here. See, there's my girlfriend right there. Good afternoon, Fortune. How are you? So Fortune must be in there. Hello, Fortune. Sorry if I missed you. You know me, walking, watching the streets, sun glaring in the camera. Yeah, it can be challenging, but like I always say to everybody, anybody who's here in my live stream that's new, doesn't know me, never been here, my name's Michael, born and raised in the United States, retired, living abroad in the Philippines, loving my life, sharing it, just the daily life. And you know what things you can do in life that maybe you didn't think you could do at 55. Someone just sent me something. Carmen did. Carmen Hernandez, thank you very much, Carmen. That was very generous of you and nice. I don't always keep the camera on myself because I want you guys to be able to see things. But I appreciate the super gift. That was very generous of you. But it's just me sharing. I walk every day. I do 10 miles a day. And then I figured, why not share everybody while I'm out to sea? And I never get bored. I don't get bored. Elo Subtle says climate looks awesome, right? Yeah, I mean it's like 85, 86 degrees. I don't think the humidity's all that bad, but I'm used to it. I'm always out in it. To me, the best way to adapt to the climate is exposing yourself to it. If you're inside all the time in the aircon, it's probably going to be a little more difficult for you to, adapt to the weather. So that's what I do. I'm always out in it, walking in the hottest time of the day. I don't mind it. Some people say the heat's too much. I guess it can be, but for me, I don't know. I'm a freak of nature, maybe. I don't know. But I like it. Are there homeless people? Of course, yeah. There's homeless people all over. I'm just saying all over the world. Unfortunately, there's homeless people. You hate to see it. I know how it makes me feel. It breaks my heart. You wish you could, if you're anything like me, you wish it'd help everyone. Unfortunately, I can't. I wish I could. But I do my part in private when I can. And that's the best anybody can do. Din Cruiser says, have you ever visited Manila? No. I could have flown into Manila, but I never did, just because friends that lived here recommended it would be easier for me to fly into Cebu than into Dumaguete instead of Manila. They thought the Manila airport would be a little crazy for me coming here the first time. So I've only been to the Philippines and back twice. Both times I flew into Cebu, smaller airport. It's big. I don't consider it like some real dinky, like Dumaguete airport's small. But Cebu's, I guess, apparently a lot smaller than Manila. Jollibee for life, yo. Yeah, you're right. I walked past that already. I go back up around now. Yeah, Jollibee for life. Aren't Philippine McNuggets differences handle? You know what? I hate to disappoint you, Handle. I'm not a big fast food person. I have not ordered nuggets of any sort, but I guess I could find out. That would be something I wouldn't know about nuggets. Warm spell is over 21 degrees Fahrenheit, snowing here again, forecast 5 inches. Billy, I wish I could just FedEx you some warm weather to heat you up from all that cold weather, but that's why I'm here, man. I don't miss any of that stuff. Handle says local food is much better. Yeah, I agree. I'm more interested in healthier, cleaner food. I mean, in a pinch, worst comes to worst, and you don't have any other options. Yeah, I would eat fast food. I don't remember the last time I had fast food. If I want a burger, I get a good quality burger from a restaurant. I don't get McDonald's, Burger King, or Wendy's. And they don't really have them around here anyway. They have a McDonald's. There's no Burger King or Wendy's here in Dumaguete. Now, Bacolod, Philippines, they did have a Burger King. And I see Ray's here. Hey, Ray. Again, I always say if I don't see you, I apologize. But Handle says, what's the temperature right now? Last I looked, it was like 85, 86. And I'm going towards the ocean right now. I zigzag all over the place for these live streams just for people to see around and see things. Joanne says, show us some good local street food. I'll do my best. I'll go to wherever a lot of times the street food, there's some, but a lot of that I've noticed here in Dumaguete, they really don't start firing up the street food until later, almost like it's for dinner time. This is a place I've eaten here before. A lot of people go. Gen Z, Ground Zero. A lot of people eat here. Oh yeah, do I like lumpia, Curtis? Of course, I love lumpia. Put whatever there, chicken, fish, vegetables, cabbage. Oh yeah, I love lumpia. Yeah, there you go. Chase says they start at like 3 p.m. The real street food, and right now it's only almost 1:15. Lynn says, hey Michael, how are you? Is Che being so shy? Che's in the chat. Che's in the chat. Her out in this heat, that wouldn't work. Her in the heat and then her being out here with me, that just would be very yeah, I'm the exception to the rule. Crazy walker, crazy fool. Curtis says, me too, I can eat like a dozen lumpia in 15 minutes. Now, when Che makes our lumpia, she uses the better oil. I kind of try to watch stuff out in the street or other places because the oil, I'm not a fan of like seed oils, or who knows how many times they're using the oil. That kind of makes me nervous. It's not good for you. Simple as that. I understand they got to do what they got to do, but for me in particular, I kind of try to avoid the fried stuff as often as I can. I just basically, Che will make our own. Do they fry them in coconut? I don't think, Handle. I wish. Coconut oil would be great. And there's the Dumaguete sign. That's the port over there. And if you can see through the haze a little bit in the clouds, that's Siquijor Island. Cebu on the other side. This would be the Bohol Sea. That's what you're looking at. Joanne says, thank you for sharing this. Hey, I do this every day, with the exception, I think, of Sundays. Today's Saturday for me. I'm kind of thinking Sunday is going to be like my day. I won't take a day off from walking, but I may take a day off from live streaming maybe. You kind of get mental and physical overload doing a live stream, but I enjoy sharing this with you guys because I want people to realize there's more to life than just, I mean, for me, growing up in the US, it's very easy to get content and just say, I guess this is as good as it gets. And then surprise, surprise, I learned something. It gets better. But again, is the Philippines for everybody? No, but it's good for me. I'm a warm weather person first and foremost. But the number one thing for me, in my opinion, here in the Philippines, the people are unbelievably nice. They're nice to me, they're nice to Che, they're nice to everybody I know. Very welcoming, treat me like family. I just recently, we're gonna get invited to a christening, baptism of someone's newborn baby here, locals that work in a coffee shop. They invited me to their baby's christening. I mean, that's just one little sample of things that take place here in the Philippines. I'm trying to read this. Majid, so quick. Majid says it's a special country. Yes, it is. Except terrorist groups. Yeah, I mean, listen, no matter where you live, I'm sorry, I don't think there's any completely safe place. You know what I mean? And I can't that, and nobody else should either. You know what I mean? You got to just do the best you can. Live each day as if it's your last. Don't think about tomorrow. Live and be thankful for today and keep on going. And like I said, I walk like a walking fool here on Saturday afternoon in Dumaguete, Philippines. Like I said, I always point this out. I'm amazed by just looking at coconut trees. Just even coconut trees. Just don't stand underneath it because you might get knocked in the skull, and that probably wouldn't be very good. But I'm gonna make my way up here because right now where I'm walking, the heat don't bother me, but it bothers the phone. So like my device, you know how it gets dark when it starts to heat up. So my glasses, I can't see anything right now. It's so dark. So I'm not ignoring you guys, just so you know that. Notice Spain, where there are so many cultures special and has a test. Rick Wall, hey Rick, no beans, fish, or bugs, Rick. Hey Rick, there's no, you know what? The bugs aren't bad here at all. When I first got here, I think my ankles, lower part of my legs kind of got bit up a little bit. It's like I was fresh foreign blood or something like that. Maybe I was wearing something that smelled too good, cologne. I don't really get bit up as much now. Random mosquito bite here or there. Not like I did before, and you would think it would be a lot worse maybe here in this climate. Mosquitoes don't bother me, at least where I'm at. I mean, they could be bad somewhere else, but for me right here, it's fine. You can say hello. They have the peace. Sumalan Island, must try. Yeah, there's so many places I want to try. I just hope I'm fortunate enough to visit all these places. I just have to be patient. Obviously, I got to budget it too because I'm not rich by any stretch of the imagination. It would be nice to have Social Security right now, but that's not even part of my plans. I have several years till I'm eligible for Social Security, but that would add a little nice bonus, and I probably could increase my travel plans, but I'm good for now. I'm simply happy getting up every day, shorts, t-shirt, walking, enjoying everything. I like it. Chase says, I'm sorry I'm not always with Michael because I already tired to wake up. Yeah, she gets up in the morning. She's been doing her New Year's resolution. The bugs see you as local. Now they have accepted you. Yeah, exactly, Handel. That's what it was. Michael wears cologne on his... No, I wasn't wearing cologne on my ankles, Ray. But that's funny. I don't know what it was. And that's kind of what I joked about when I first got here. I said, it must be something to do with, I don't know, fresh foreign blood, and like I said, now the mosquitoes embraced me like the Philippine people where I'm embraced. So now I'm one of them. So now my blood is, you know, I'm partially, maybe I'm getting to be Filipino here, which I completely accept that and love that. And yeah, it's awesome. Lynn, I see that. Che's being chatty. I can't even keep up with all that. But again, I appreciate you guys being here. If you're new to my channel, my name's Michael from the United States. Born and raised in Pennsylvania, lived in Florida for about 2 years. Now living abroad here in the Philippines. If you're not a subscriber and you're interested in following me and supporting my channel, I greatly appreciate if you subscribe. But if not, don't do it. And if you like it, the thumb always is really helpful to help get my channel out and grow the channel. And I enjoy this. I enjoy, like, hopefully inspiring maybe one person every day, take a leap of faith and come to the Philippines or somewhere else in Asia and just see what else is out there. And I get it, not everybody has the money or has the health condition to be able to travel, but and for those people that can't, that's what you got me here for. And at least I can give you a little taste of what it's like to be here through my eyes, and maybe make you smile a little bit. So what kind of visa are you on? It's basically just a tourist visa. It's good. I get, you know, every 2 months I got to renew it. My most recent renewal was 1,960 pesos, which was equivalent at that time, because the dollar the value has gone up. It was 59.2 or something to the dollar. It was like $33.37 the last time I got my extension. Let me see. Trying to see all this. Just 3 days and more walking. Rick says, I get Social Security widow's benefits, $1,200. Hey, Rick, on that $1,200, you could live here. You would be perfectly fine on $1,200. I'm sure Fortune would agree. I'm sure Ray would agree, and anybody else. You would be fine on $1,200 a month here. You could find an apartment just as nice as mine or nicer than mine and pay less. It just depends. Like, I have a swimming pool. Not the most important thing, but I have a swimming pool. You can do that. Their food. What are you saying? Their food. You're making me think there was somebody making food. Oh, right there? I mean, I can go past this. This is kind of like street food. I don't typically eat this because like I said, I'm very hesitant on the oil. Last time I did street food, I spent a lot of time on the toilet later that evening, but I'll show you right here. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, see there's like dumplings. I think isn't that tempura? Yeah. Tempura, that's like a dumpling. And then what's that? Yeah, see, like, I'm showing people on the live stream your food. Yeah. They wanted to see street food, see? Oh. Yeah, so you want to say hi, but thank you. Thank you very much. But that's some street food for you. Oh, like, he just has it on his motorbike, and there's another one right here. So yeah, they do have these random little ones of street food. There you go. Fortune says, I follow Rock and Jazz. Rock is young American. Jack is a younger Pinay. They live in Rojas City, the capital of Pinay, and they live in a nice condo. They don't spend more than $1,200 per month. There you go. I've had the banana queue. How are you, sir? You want to say hi? I'm on my live stream, just showing people the street food.
Give me some quick.
Yeah, I'm going to show you too, but yeah, see everything. They have their... Tell them, come to the... Yeah, come to the Philippines, buy some tempura. That looks like lumpia or something.
20 pesos.
How much?
20 pesos.
20 pesos for one. Okay. I'm not hungry right now. What is this?
Chicken nuggets.
How much?
20.
20.
Yeah.
See, and then what's this?
Quail egg. 20.
Next time I'll come back.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
But see how, like I said, they're very nice. That's what I love about being here in the Philippines. Good afternoon, though, Stone Cold. Bees Poppins here. Hey, Bees Poppins, sorry if I didn't see you. I apologize. Just, you know me, walking and talking and paying attention. See, there's another one. So they do have, there's your street food. See, now I'm glad I found that. That's nice. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. See, they stopped. They let me go. That's good. Let me go down this way by the church. But this is bank I told you guys about. Someone asked about a bank in Dumaguete, BPI. There's the, outdoor ATM machines. And then the infamous Jollibee. Of course, they have Jollibee. Yeah, they're young. You'd be amazed. You see little children selling towels. I don't even know, some of them might be 8 years old or younger, just selling towels. On certain occasions, I don't want a towel. So, and the towels are so cheap, so I'll just, whatever the price of the towel is, I'll just give them money and tell them I don't want the towel, and I just give them, because sometimes it's just so hard for me to see children that young working, even if it's simply to sell towels. They're just walking the streets, doing things to, survive. So there's an ant on the screen. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, they look young. Let me see. Fortune says BPI is the third biggest bank in the Philippines, also the oldest. It's owned by Ayala, the developer of malls, condos, subdivisions, the owner of Globe, the telecompany. See, Fortune is a man that has a lot of, hey, hello, has a lot of experience. And that's the church. This church is very old. I don't even know. Sometimes I look for the date. But it's St. Catherine of Alexandria. But I don't know how old it is. I think it's very old. Like 1800s maybe. Fortune probably knows the answer to that. Hi. We can take this. Wow, what is that? Free trade for the great tour guide. Let's get content creator over 100. Yeah, that's great. Anybody, like I said, you want to give me a like, that's great. If not, that's okay too. I'm still going to do my live stream because it's more about me interacting with everybody, sharing what I see on a day-to-day basis. And I'd be walking anyway. I just think it's more entertaining for me to be able to talk, because I certainly love to talk, maybe too much. And I like to just, of course, exercise. So I'm killing two birds with one stone. Curtis says mostly Catholic in the Philippines. That I get, if I were to guess, but Fortune probably would know that too. If I had to guess, probably. But there's a lot of Christian as well. Obviously, you got 7-Eleven. Everybody knows about 7. And I think BDO, isn't BDO another bank too? I'm pretty sure that's another one. Spain, Portugal, and England went crazy, taking over countries, France. Joanne, see, there you go. If you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's what I preach, and I don't like to show my face. That's what I preach every day. Use it or lose it. And I have many motivations for what I do. I'm up to average 10 miles a day walking. I've been doing this for a long time to build up to this. I don't get tired. I think I get more energized by it. But my mother and father are my motivation. My father, unfortunately, was one of those guys that I think just wanted to retire and watch the grass grow. He's watching the grass grow, and then by the time you want to do something about it, or your joints are not operating the way you used to, and yeah, it's like leaving a car sit in a garage for a long time, and then you go and start it up. Things either don't work right anymore and may never work right. I don't want to be in that situation. So Nina says, does it smell like they're... No, I don't notice too much. Sometimes you get a strange odor, but I don't know, nothing that it makes me feel like I'm gonna vomit or something like that. But you have to remember, the public markets, they're in there, they have a lot of food, butchering stuff. There's a lot going on. Chief says, go get a beer and walk. Hi, glad you explore yourself in my country. Yeah, I love doing it. That's how you learn about the culture. Plus, that's how I learned to find my way around. I walk everywhere. Yes, it's hot and I sweat, but it's nothing I can't overcome. It's no big deal. It's no different than being in cold weather, although I prefer warm weather, but it's no different than being in cold weather and adapting to the cold. What do you do? I'm not going to stay in the house or the apartment or whatever. I need to be outside doing things. Hello. I need to stay active. Hello. Freddie says, are you happy? Oh, hell, happy is an understatement, Freddie. I'm completely happy. And like I said, the amazing thing is I'm happy just getting up and going for a walk. Warm weather, beautiful, amazing people here in the Philippines, always happy for the most part. Very welcoming, always saying hello. I don't know how to explain it. Until you actually come here, I can say anything and everything I want, but to truly understand it, how I feel, you have to come here. But that doesn't mean you're gonna like it. It's not for everybody. It is for me though. Well, yeah, this is where they did all the meat and the fish, the butcher stuff. Hello, how are you? I mean, I can go through here. If you guys want to see, I'll go through here. Make hockey popular though, that'd be amazing. Yeah, I'd play street hockey, that'd be kind of fun. I don't know about the ice, but I would play hockey. That would be fun. Hello. Look at all the fish. 240, 120. I don't even know what half of this fish is. Che would know before me. But it's hotter in here than it is outside. It's like a sauna. Squid. I know what squid is. Hello. Hello. Hi.
Shout out to my fish.
Yeah, fish. 160.
160 per kilo.
What kind of fish is that?
Cousin of yellowfin.
Oh, yellowfin.
Yellowfin's cousin.
Thank you. But yeah, there's a lot to see through here. Like I could be in here for a while. It's just really, I mean, it's like a sauna. No airflow at all. But I'll do it. I can do it for you guys. There's all the eggs. Usually the eggs we get are like 10 pesos, or well, for 30 eggs, it's usually 300 pesos for 30 large eggs, or jumbo. Yeah, like see these ones? 10 pesos per egg. You can get 30 for 300 pesos. Yeah, I'm an eggs person, so yeah, you can definitely get eggs cheaper here. I mean, you got everything in here, even these type of things. Hello. Whoops. Yeah, ship the eggs. See, here's even more. Like, see, they're unloading them off a truck. More eggs. More eggs. Like, there's eggs everywhere. Hello. How are you? Yeah, I love the eggs. And then you got, like, chicken. So, yeah, that's a little, I at least know I can go to that part of the public market and I don't have to worry about losing my signal. That building, the ceiling is a little different, not as like insulated. The other buildings I go in there, the roof, the ceiling is different and I lose the signal when I go in there. Yeah, good price for eggs. Yuk says almost the same as Thailand. Yeah, certainly cheaper here than they are in the U.S. Yeah, Dumaguete, Philippines, Ice Dog. Dumaguete, Philippines. Vicky says, thank you because I've never been there. You bring me there. That's the whole idea of me doing this. I'm already out walking anyway. And I want people to see other parts of the world. Or, sometimes people, get the wrong idea, the wrong perception of a country based on who knows what's being put out into the public. I've never felt unsafe here. People are so welcoming. I can go get a haircut for and you can find them even cheaper than what I pay. But the place I go to is air conditioned. Some barber shops are just open to the open air. I pay like 130 pesos for my haircut. If you know what 130 pesos is, it's not very much at all. Whereas in the US, for the exact same haircut, done just as good here as it was at home, I was paying $25 for a haircut. That's nuts. So now I get my haircut every 2 weeks just because it's so inexpensive, and I can keep my hair looking fresh, high and tight every 2 weeks versus before. I didn't like blowing $25 on a haircut. That's nuts. Yeah, there you go, Ice Dog. And like I said, you can find cheaper hair. These are all barber shops right through here. You can find cheaper ones.
Which used to be an old theater in New York.
Rick says, you really do, Mike. How old is your wife or girlfriend? Mike wants to know the age of my girlfriend, the famous question. Well, she's got, guess what? Her birthday's next January 16th, next Friday. My girlfriend is 24. And I have, like I said, everybody has mixed opinions on age gap relationships. For me, I didn't come here looking for a younger Filipina. It just kind of happened that way. And she's mature. She's a good-hearted person, and she makes me happy, and I make her happy. And I don't know how else to put it. You know what I mean? Like, for whatever reason, someone decided somewhere out there to say that, oh, age gaps relationships are unacceptable, blah, blah, blah. You know what? As long as you're legal and you're doing the right thing, and you know what I mean, it's kind of none of anybody else's business anyway, and people shouldn't judge. Just let people be happy and do whatever they want, as long as it's humane and in a good manner and everything. Just, I don't know. But again, I know you're just asking a simple question, but some people go nuts over age gap relationships. It's a different but very acceptable culture. Yeah, that's what it is. And it's like, I don't know. We see celebrities all over the world. We see celebrities all over the world with all sorts of age gaps. It's just like, wow, why was it always okay for them, but then the average person or the non-celebrity, it was like an issue? I don't know. But again, I won't say any more about that. It's up to the individual, and it's their life and their choice. And as long as they're not doing anything wrong, again, whoops. Vanessa says, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for myself. And you know what? It's just like, that's the ultimate goal in life, is to be happy. Be good to people, treat other people with respect, and just be happy, right?
Yeah.
You want to say hello? Hello. Thank you. Thanks for answering. No judgment, brother. I appreciate it, Mike. From one Mike to another, or Michael to Michael. Yeah, I don't, like I said, I know that was a good question and an honest and fair question. A lot of people like to know that. And some people won't get involved in an age gap relationship because they're insecure or worried about what other people think. Well, okay. But there's a lot of things people do in life, and they worry about what everybody else thinks. It doesn't mean it's wrong. Don't worry about what other people think. Heck, people thought I was crazy for coming here to the Philippines also. Not a lot of people, but some. You know, sometimes there's people that have never even been here, and then they just think they know everything about the Philippines, and the crazy stuff that people say for reasons why I shouldn't be here. And then I didn't let that be a part of my decision, because you know what, I'm making my own. Yeah, they do think everything's crazy. It's just like, but then if they'd actually do it themselves and take a leap of faith and maybe try anything, could be food, could be just something, live outside your comfort zone a little bit, and you never know, they might end up liking it too. But again, that's just unfortunately the world we live in. Everybody's too worried about what everybody else is doing, and as if their life is perfect, and none of our lives are. My life isn't perfect either. I'm not perfect, but I know I'm perfectly happy here. Perfect enough for me. If there's such thing as perfect, I'd say I'm living it right now. For me. I don't know about everybody else. I'll go down one more street and then I'm gonna come up the other way. Well, yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, don't knock it until you've tried it. Exactly. But again, whatever. I don't care. I know I'm living my life, living my dream, simply being happy with the simplest things. And again, I wouldn't be here if I didn't like it, or love it, I should say. And I certainly wouldn't be able to be retired now if I didn't live here. I'd still be working, doing the everyday, normal, boring life, get bored and go, oh no, I'm not happy, I gotta go buy something now to give me some temporary happiness. Maybe I'll go out and buy another pair of shoes that I wear once a month. Who knows? I spent so much money on stupid stuff. Peter says, never mind, guess you don't know about it. I don't know, sorry Peter. Gary the Snail is here. I remember Gary the Snail, I can't forget that name. What about the water festival? I don't know about a water festival. Maybe somebody can fill me in on what is the water festival. I apologize that I just got it now. It's very hard for me to look unless I stop. Thomas says you can love it and keep it, but it's not for everyone. Exactly. Wake, you have said, I'm glad you're enjoying your life. Yeah, exactly. I never say this is for everybody. I do. The only thing I wish everybody would do, if they can, is just try to live life to the fullest. Get out, see other things, and but then again, some people are just content being in their comfort zone and not venturing out, and that's okay too. To each his own. I'm just a person that wanted to do something different and was tired of being bored. And now that I'm in a completely different country, I don't think I'll be bored for quite a long time. There's just so much to learn. And with my walking and stuff, I love meeting people. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm like a big social butterfly, but I've always liked just meeting new people, especially here. It's very different, very humbling. Yeah, that was pizza back there. You're right, pizza. Ed, hey, Edson sent me the thumbs up little super gift or whatever. Thank you very much. I saw that pop up. Sometimes it's very hard for me to see that, but I appreciate that. Vicky says, you can also go in Feast Festival like in Cebu, Aklan, Baguio. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I've seen that before. Yeah, there's so many places to go. It's endless. There's so many. I mean, I hope I live long enough to see a lot of this stuff. Art Parks is here. Hello, my Filipino friends. In the thumbnail, looks for Filipino tan. Now you just have to learn Cebuano. Bruce, and their objective is to go back home. I don't know. I'm not following that one. Fortune says next Saturday is Sinulog in Cebu. Kevin says some people have been through a surgery that makes traveling possible, and I used to love traveling buzzkill. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean when I do these walking lives. I mean, I know this will never compare to the real thing, but those are the things I talk about when I do my live streams. Think about the people that have financial limitations or physical health limitations that prevent them from making this trip. If I can make someone smile or just have them enjoy this moment with me through my eyes and what I see on my daily walks, and it makes them happy, to me, that's winning for me. That's winning for me. How did you pick a place where there's 7,000 islands, says JS Road? Maybe I'm beginning to think Dumaguete picked me, but that's not to say that I couldn't visit another island or a location, and maybe I would prefer, I'd feel a vibe more there than I do here now. Right now, I'm just very comfortable here in Dumaguete. So sometimes maybe it's not so much me picking Dumaguete, maybe Dumaguete picked me. Hey, Miss Dimples, good afternoon. Hi, Miss Dimples. Kevin says it's cool. Yeah, that's the way I feel. Where do you find good rentals? Xbox says, well, Facebook Marketplace is a very good place to go to look for rentals. Hey, hello, hi. Facebook Marketplace is a very good place to go for rentals. I do know that, but not all of them. Sometimes you just stumble upon a place when you're out and about. You know, they don't really. I never really notice a lot of for rent signs all over the place, but you can find them. Just take your time if you can. And by the way, I don't know if Dude on Roll's here yet, but Dude on Roll, I got some good news for you. He's been wanting me to do an apartment video to share where I live and stuff like that, how much it costs, which I have said the cost. I did do the video footage this morning. All I have to do is edit it, and then I'm gonna post a video on my channel just to give you an idea of where I live, what I pay, all that kind of stuff. So be looking out for that video within the next few days. Bruce says people that live in Canada are working to go back to their home. There you go. Yeah, so in other words, they're working from here, but they're trying to get back to the Philippines. Mike, what's the difference doing a stream or a video? Well, the stream is live, Rick Wallace. So like right now, this is live. Now, if after it's done, it'll still create a video that you can watch the replay. When I do a video, it's not gonna be live. I'm just gonna go in, I shot all the footage that I wanted all over where I live. I'm gonna edit out the stuff that just doesn't even matter. And then it's gonna be a little short video of me doing basically a walkthrough tour of my apartment, and everybody can just go there and watch it right then and there. That way, when someone asks me about my apartment, without getting too specific, I can just say, hey, just go check out the video I have on my channel. Josh says, have you met any of the AETA people in the Philippines yet? What are the AETA people? What is that? Can you explain to me? I'm not even sure I know what that is. AETA are in Zambales and Luzon. Now, how would I know if I've met them or not? Would they basically just tell me that's where they're from? I never heard anybody describe somebody as an AETA person before. May I know which country? Vicky, I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. Dumaguete, Philippines. That's where I'm at. I'll go towards the water soon just so you guys can see the water. Go to this supermarket a lot. Then you got Dunkin', Lee Plaza. But yeah, Vicky rules. Yeah, I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. AETAs are the Aborigines of the Philippines. Thank you, Papa Gear. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Push-ups by the water. Holy hell, you're actually gonna... I already did push-ups, but you're gonna make me do push-ups right there on the... I better find a cooled off place because that's gonna be hot on my hands. I can't believe you're actually... All right. The good thing is with my gimbal, I do have like tripod legs on it because that's what I'm gonna have to do. Holy hell, in the hot sun. All right. Dark curly What's the weather? Last I looked, it was like 85, 86 degrees here in Dumaguete, Philippines. Hello, hi, hi. Lots of bakia in Dumaguete. Across the street. Nina Guru says, lots of bakia or bakla. What's bakla? I might already know what it is, but I don't know by the word. What is bakla? Lots of bakla. Bakla. All right, someone's laughing at me. I guess I should know what that is. I should be ashamed of myself then. I'm waiting for someone to tell me. Do you worry about typhoons? I'm not really here in Dumaguete. For some reason, it always seems like they miss here or just don't turn into that much. That's not to say eventually something couldn't happen, but the good thing is typhoon season is over. It's supposed to be anyway. Yeah, I want to know what it means too. I don't know. Sometimes I worry that someone tells me something and it's a bad word, especially when I don't know what it means. Everybody's asking what that means. Yeah, what? Inquiring minds want to know, what is bakla? Not repeating myself. Or half Pinoys and half Pinais. Oh boy. So you're saying that when was the last typhoon? Man, that was a while ago. Well, supposed to be a typhoon here, but it hit more up north of here. Some about where Dumaguete's located, it always seems to I don't know, everything seems to break up around here or goes around and just misses. Not much of anything. I mean, I've had worse weather when I lived in Florida than I've had here in Dumaguete. All right, someone says maybe gay. I don't know. At least I know. I don't want to say things out loud that I shouldn't be saying. All right, Det. I see Det is here. Thank you for being here, Det. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. Xbox Master says is a Filipino Tagalog term that two main meanings dependent on gender, sexuality, most common use, food. Tobacco can also refer. All right, so there's a lot going on in that word. Born males who exhibit feminine characteristics. Okay, now I'm with you. Yeah, they're here, but aren't they everywhere? I don't know. I don't really care. Like, to each his own. I just focus on me. Dumaguete, Philippines. Miss Dimples is laughing. Yeah, there's always something I'm getting educated on. Josh says, have you been where there is no hustle and bustle? Yeah, you go to Sikihor Island, there's no hustle and bustle. But as far as where I live, usually there's quite a bit of hustle and bustle. I just don't know where I'm going to start. I can't believe I'm going to actually do freaking push-ups because Xbox is challenging me. Well, not challenging me, saying he's going to do them with me. I just don't want to do them out in front of the whole world here. And plus, I don't want to be, I got to find a shaded area because I'm not doing it in the pavement. I don't know if we'll see. Xbox Master. Yeah, is that my yacht? No, unfortunately, but it's there like every day. I don't remember seeing that like when I was here before I went home in March. But yeah, that yacht is always here. I got to get up under here. See, it's like I said, it's hot here. Like everything's exposed, and I'm not gonna do push-ups right in the middle of the sidewalk in the street. All right, so he's saying it's a vegetable. So multiple meanings. Yeah, that's a yacht out there. That yellow, yeah, that's a yacht. You, brother, keep you strong. I angle push-ups. Yeah, I do push-ups. I already did some earlier, so you're You're making me do more, and it's significantly hotter out here than it is in my apartment. But I'll try. I just got to find a shady area. I don't want to do it on the, that'd be too hot. I mean, I can't even sit on that wall. Unbelievable. All right, now I'm under this shaded area. You've done a lot of walking. Yeah, and then Xbox wants me to do push-ups, but I don't want to disappoint. All right, here's my question. How many do I have to do? I'm in this grass, this might not be too bad, but I'm under this freaking like canopy thing right here. Ubeck says you made me feel, Joanne said 1. That's easy enough, but hold on. Let's get some thumbs up. Well, hell, if I can't even believe I'm doing this. All right, I gotta situate this thing on this. I hope I can angle this right. I don't want it out in the sun. Let me see how I can do this. Maybe I have to. All right, hold on. Michael, you become famous, foreigner vloggers. I don't know about famous, maybe stupid, but let me sit this right here. I don't even know if you guys are gonna see me, but I gotta take my glasses off because it's freaking hot. I can't even, let me see. I can't believe I'm doing this. Hold on, because I can't see. Chat, we doing. All right, so you guys can see me, right? So if I'm right here. Good morning, Michael. How are you on this? Yeah, I'm on it. All right, you're saying it's perfect. All right, let me take, all right. One thing I'm not doing with my glasses, I'm not leaving them out to get scratched. You're doing great. Keep talking. I don't even know what the big deal is with me doing push-ups, but this is grass. I don't even, all right. I guess you guys can see me. There's 30. I already did mine. You guys, unbelievable. Can't say I've ever did push-ups in a live stream. Oh boy. So you're saying I didn't go all the way down? I thought I did 30. Yeah, I thought I did 30. I should have made a challenge. If I do 30 push-ups, I get a super chat. But that's all right, because I don't ask for them. I'm just kidding. That would have been funny. Then you'd be surprised. All right, 27 and a half. All right, so I didn't go. I thought I did pretty good. And I'm doing it in the grass. I don't like doing it in the grass. All right, Xbox Master, I did that for you. All right, then I can go back on with the knees to the ground for easy push-ups. Yeah, I just want to, I know I'm getting critiqued. Hand placement, but I'm not picky. Yeah, I just wanted to get down there and do it. But yeah, there's more of a specific, perfect, actually you should do them slower if you can. I will bring you a gift when I come to Dumaguete. All right, hold on. That's why I normally do somebody, Nasty sent me. Thank you very much. That's for the push-ups. Yeah, normally I do my push-ups earlier in the morning, but I appreciate it. I enjoy push-ups. Let me fix this. Oops, if I can get this back in here. Hey, come on, Chad, give this a like. All right. There we go. I apologize, I didn't do the push-ups perfect. I just wanted to do a quick 30 and make everybody happy. See, I got friends. See, they challenged me to do push-ups on my live stream. Did you see me do it? Yeah, I'm going over to my friends now. There you go, Stone Cold. That's what I'm talking about. What do you say? For the legal ones, you did. Oh, boy. I just wanted to do them closely, but thank you, Stone Cold. Yeah, I'm still doing the live right now. Everybody said, we want you to get down and do 30 push-ups. I'm like, all right, fine. And then they're critiquing them. They said they weren't. You're on my live stream, by the way. You want to say who you are? This is Mason. This is his girlfriend, Wayna, right? Hi. So, yeah, they apparently you saw me do them all. Yeah, they wanted me to do them. I said, well, I got to find somewhere shady to do this. It's like hot, and then they were critiquing me. Said, get down the whole way, you're soldier. Like they were getting on me. But it was all good. It was all fun. Right, guys?
You're over 50, so you're allowed.
Well, yeah. Well, I already did mine this morning. And then I'm like, hot. I've been already walking how long? But that's all right. I'm up for a challenge. I'll keep going. Someone just gave me a, Stone Cold Steve just gave me a super chat for doing it.
Just tell them, I see how you are.
Yeah, he just said they see how you guys are. Forcing me to get down and do push-ups. No. I'll talk to you guys later. I got to keep walking and sweating.
Stay safe, man.
All right, thank you. See you guys later. Oh, so I even had people watching that I knew. Isn't that interesting? That was funny. Yeah, Miss Dimple, coconut water's coming. I'm going to go to the coconut water place probably right now. Where are we at on the battery? All right, battery's good. Phoenix said, bye, Michael. Sorry I didn't even see you, Phoenix. My apologies. I might have been in the middle of doing push-ups, which I guess I didn't do them completely correct, which I get. You're right. I just wanted to do quick. But anyway, what's up, Michael? Have you ever eaten Bud Kebab before? What the hell is Bud Kebab? Never tried it, but if you can explain to me what it is, I may try it. And the ribeye, Alvin says bonus prize, Dumaguete crabs and ribeye steaks and pomegranates at 1 pound. Congratulations from YouTube CEO. Matthew says, hey, I'm walking here. Where are you walking, Matthew? That's interesting. A lot of people always says, hey, I'm right behind you, and they're playing games with me, but Dave, hey, Mr. Dave, good afternoon. Did you see my push-ups, Dave? Well, semi-push-ups, I guess. Did you miss the entertainment? Yes, behind you. I always love it. And then I'd look anyway. I always look. Thanks for the fun, Alvin says, Bay Area Kings. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, you guys being here. Still got a little bit to go yet. I'm not done. I'm going to the coconut water stand there now. I need some coconut water. Amod and Beloved says, gotcha, LOL. I thought one push-up for every like. Yeah, it's okay though. I had fun doing it. I like being challenged. I like challenging myself. Kind of like I said, either use it or lose it. Yeah, the shady trees are not bad right now. Again, though, I don't feel terrible in the sun. I just feel a little parched. I definitely need, I prefer coconut water. And I'm gonna cut through here. It's sticky rice wrapped up in banana leaves. It's made of, yeah, I've had that. I thought it was called something else. But maybe, it's probably what, I did have it. It was a coconut leaf or whatever, and it was like sticky rice, white. I've had like the sticky rice pudding. Hey, hello. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I did have that sticky rice wrapped in a banana leaf. I think I even have a short video that I did it. It's in my videos. There's a short of me trying that. Ah, Chief, thank you very much. There's some coconut water. We'll call that coconut water and push-up contribution, sympathy donation. Thank you, Chief. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. Humbled. Thank you. Each and every day. I appreciate that. Hello. How are you guys? Hi. Hi. They're also happy with that. Hey, I'm pissed I burnt my supper watching, so burnt steak to chicken now. Sorry about that, Bruce. You remind me of a guy, Josh Wilson. He's a friend of ours here in the live streams. He always talks about his struggles with cooking. He always goes from, he says all of his food goes from the counter to the trash can. Something doesn't work out right, he learns something or whatnot, and yeah, he has his struggles and it never makes it to his mouth. But he's trying. He's trying. Xbox Masters laughing. All right, here we go. On to get some coconut water. I always think of you now, Xbox Master, so you can't say that I'm not a man of my word. I'm waiting for Dude on Roll to get here. I haven't seen Dude yet, because I'm so eager to tell him that I did the video footage. I just got to edit for the apartment tour, which is very small. That's why I decided to do everything, like the pool, and you'll see. Because like I said, the apartment's very small. What's the population? You know what? I should know this by now, because Fortune, Master Fortune, would always share with everybody the population. Hello. They'd always share the population with here, and I forget already. Nice to see you. There you go, 114K in Dumaguete City. Thank you, Stone Cold. Again, I always like to give a shout out to everybody and everybody. Stone Cold, everything you do, your support, your generosity, Chief, everybody. I'm just thankful and blessed. Just making sure I'm going the right way to go get my coconut water. Hey, I was up and see your stream again. I like that name, Vitaly the. Stone Cold is a great friend. Yeah, he's just a good, like all you guys. You guys are just, I don't know. It's awesome, and I want you to know that I never take any of you guys for granted. Constantly taking care of everybody. Mods, no mods, newbies, regulars, return people, everything. I mean, I'm just blown away, overwhelmed, blessed, thankful. Rick says, are you doing the apartment video today? I already recorded the footage for the apartment video, Rick. All I have to do is edit later, do the editing, and then I'll upload it to YouTube to my channel. And then if you just go to my video section, it'll be the newest video when it comes out. Should be within a few days. But I wanted to take care of the video footage this morning, just to get that done, because I've been procrastinating at it. And Dude on Roll, you know, he just was reminding me I got to take care of business, and sometimes you need a little swift kick in the butt, and that's what I needed. So I'm granting Dude's wish. Yes, and Andrews, it's Philippines. It's Philippines. I'm heading to get coconut water. Dumaguete is the safest place to live in the Philippines by far. I know I'm safe here. I haven't been everywhere in the Philippines for me to say it's the safest, but I certainly think it's one of them. But again, there's always some sort of drama everywhere, somewhere in the world, even here. Nothing's perfect. Chris, whatever, that's not a horrible place. Have you ever been here? And if you have been here and you think it's a horrible place, well, I'm sorry you had such a bad experience. Maybe it just wasn't for you. Joanne says, yes, birthday live for her. Whose birthday is it? Is it yours? Oh, well, I'm sorry about that, Crisco. I'm sorry you didn't like it or you thought it was horrible. Again, you're entitled to your opinion. I don't see it as being horrible, but again, like I always tell people, it's not for everyone. You either like it or you don't. So yeah, your opinion is valid. That's good. You've been here 3 times too. So 3 times wasn't a charm for you. JS Road Pilot. I usually do every day, but I'm thinking maybe like Sundays are going to be my day off. Unless I'm just so fired up that I want to do it. Every day, Philippine time is like noon or 1 o'clock. That way people, you know, US, Canada are up late and they can enjoy it. All right, you're married to a Filipina. Well, congratulations on being married. Like I said, I'm sorry you hate it. I wish you had a better experience. I'm getting some coconut water. Oh, and you're breaking up. Jeez. That doesn't sound very good. I mean, those situations do happen. They happen. My sincerest apologies. Oh, we want live on Che's birthday. Oh boy. Just one. Yeah, just take what you need. I don't know. You take what you need. That way I don't have to count it. Well, Chris, people have their unfortunate situations. Thank you. It does happen. I mean, but again, you can have a bad relationship with anybody in the world. I'm sorry for what happened, but I believe things can get better. But I'm sorry to hear that. And you're in Great Britain. Welcome, Chris. Like I said. All I can say is I hope a relationship isn't the reason why you hate it. But it happens. I know that. I mean, my first relationship didn't go actually perfect either. But not enough to make me hate it here. I just blame myself for that. Che's birthday, that is next Friday, the 16th. Yeah, there you go, January 16th. Hey bro, oh, he already cut my coconut. Thank you so much. There you go. That one, right? You know what? I'm just gonna do this. Oh, wow, that's heavy. I'm gonna drink some of this out of first. All right, now I got this is a big one. But with KC says, hey bro, welcome here. Hello. Hi. I'm just drinking this, that's why I'm not talking. This is delicious. I needed this. William Ware says, I'll be back to the Philippines soon. I've been to Mindanao. but coming to Dumaguete. Well, that's awesome, William. Look me up in Dumaguete. If you're out walking around, your chances are probably very high that you'd run into me. Like I said, I'm just drinking this right now, so I'm not ignoring you guys. And Andrew says, visit any place you are thinking to move for a month at least. I agree. People have asked me that before. What do I think is the best amount of time to stay here to truly get an idea if you could ever live here? It's probably different for everybody. Maybe some person could be here a month. Maybe it would take 2 months. When it clicks, and it clicked with me. This was 35 pesos, and this is actually a very big one. All right, I'm done. Thank you. Thank you. Wait, maybe a little more. Thank you very much. Whew. Man. Chris says, I want to get back to Malaga, Spain. Well, Chris, you need to do whatever makes you happiest. Again, sorry for your unfortunate situation here in the Philippines, or maybe it was specifically Dumaguete. I don't know if you said Dumaguete, but yes, that coconut water hit the spot. And boy, it doesn't take long, and I just feel better now. I needed that. It's hot. Again, I'm not complaining. I like the heat. Yo, bro, enjoy the holiday. Thank you, New Locker 8059. Yeah, Buko juice, coconut water was awesome. Hit the spot. And again, I don't show meat that much, but that was awesome. Needed that. Compliments of Chief. Chief gave me the super chat for the coconut water, which I'll actually be able to get a couple more with that. So I appreciate it. If not coconut water, coffee. So thank you for that a lot. Dumaguete, Philippines. I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines right now, as we speak. Hey, it's Patty, says nice. Yeah, I love it here. And you know, if you're new to the channel, my name's Michael. Born and raised in the United States, Pennsylvania, the majority of my life. All but 2 years in Florida. Now I'm living abroad here in the Philippines, 55 years old, living on my pension and my savings, and that's how I live here. Hello, that's how I live here. Social Security is 7 years away. Patrick Armstrong says you do a great job showing us around Dumaguete. Well, it's people like you, Patrick, that motivate me even more. I mean, I'm already self-motivated, but the live stream with my daily walks has just pushed it to another level. I enjoy it. I have fun. I love meeting new people, not only here in the Philippines, but I love meeting new people on YouTube. It's a lot of fun. It's awesome. It's humbling. And thank you for that nice comment. Oh, Satoshi's here. What's up, Michael? Subs, rate climbing. Well, you know, if you build it, maybe they'll come. That's what they say. So I just simply, you know me, Satoshi. I just keep it real and all about myself. And if it inspires people or brings them back, that's great. For the people that can come someday, for the people that can't, I want to try and just make everybody happy and realize that there are other things out there in the world to see and explore and to appreciate maybe where you come from. Been a really big eye-opening experience for me here in the Philippines. Thank you, Patrick. Keep up the great work, mate. Yeah, I'm happy. And I always say if I can motivate one person a day or one person per live stream, I'm winning in life. I mean, I'm already winning for me being here, but it's great to have positive effects on people. It's really humbling. Rick Wallace, I'm glad I met you as well. So many of you guys. The list of people is endless. You wonder what it would be like if we could all ever just meet in person. That would be really wild. That would be like a month-long process to be able to meet everybody with all the people I've been blessed to meet here on YouTube. Yeah, Miss Dimples, I love Buko coconut. How many foreigners do you see walking around talking to their phones in Dumaguete? Like me? I mean, I've seen other foreigners making videos. Actually, believe it or not, everybody always asks me what other vloggers I see when I'm out and about. And I haven't seen many in Dumaguete. And the one people always ask me if I saw, which I didn't mention it during the live stream just because I was focused on something, but I saw him out of the corner of my eye. I actually did see the Jogo Wonder. I saw him doing his thing, walking. He was through here. It was in this area, the public market somewhere. But again, as much walking around as I do, it's not uncommon for me to run into or see a lot of people. But yeah, I saw him from a distance. Yeah, we could make a picnic. That would be a month-long picnic, a month long, because it would take. We couldn't have one big 24-hour picnic party. Introduction, welcome to the Philippines or something like that, or like the Castaway Drift reunion, something like that. I think it would have to be more in one day. I would definitely need stuff for my throat. I even noticed from doing the live streams, you know, I don't get to the point where I'm going to lose my voice, but it does get a little slightly raspy from talking. Rick says, I know Mikey. Miss Dimple says, Det Ballones. Masapo Kasi Iyan. OMG, Angel's Burger. Wait a minute. Where did you see Angel's Burger? Is there an Angel's Burger here? Det? Now I'm like looking where you were looking. I'm not sure if I just simply missed it or what. I'm gonna go down this way just so I can get under here near the Oppo store. You want me to turn back? All right, I'm going back. Why didn't I not see an Angel's? Again, you'd be surprised. As many things as I do see, but sometimes I don't see it. Let me see. Hello. Angel's. I'm going back. Go back and turn right. All right, so then I'll go this way to my right. Oh, wait, right here. Angel's Burger. There you go. It's like a little, like a little stand. There you go. Then we got potato corner right beside it. You know what? I never probably even noticed this Angel's Burger. Is it any good? Have you ever had it? I know I've never had it, but I'm like also very picky. Let me see, beef burger, 40 pesos, cheeseburger, 50, cheese dog, 37, cheesy foot long, 56 pesos. Wow, that's like really, really cheap. I don't know if I've ever had anything from Potato Corner either. TK Baham 59. Yeah, I have a girlfriend here. I have a Filipina girlfriend. Her name is Che. Not sure if she's in the chat right now. She was swimming again. Well, she does her exercise. She's been getting up at 5 in the morning. I'm proud of her. Take advantage of your youth and exercise. And she's been getting up at 5 a.m., going for walks in the morning, seeing the sunrise, and then she's been doing a little pool swimming, which tomorrow I'm actually going to go to the pool. Early afternoon, early in the morning, I'm going to go to the pool. I like those scooters and little cars. Yeah, one of these days, Joanne, get a little more confident and be able to ride take the risk and get on a motorbike. I'm overthinking it, to be honest with you. I'm probably more worried than I should be. But accidents do happen, and I just don't want to be a part of one. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, I love all the motorbikes perfectly lined up. Dad says Angel's Burger is so popular they even have it here in Dubai. Wow. Now, how do the prices compare, Det, in Dubai? How do the prices compare? Is it more expensive there, or the same, or I don't know if it would be cheaper. And Andrew says, smart man. I'm just thankful and happy, and keep it real. That's about all I can do, is just be me. That's why when I do live streams, it's so easy for me. There's no editing, there's no acting. It's just me, the camera, mobile device, and you guys. Lynn Angel says, Michael, try my rest out sale, good food. My rest out sale, good food, LOL. And Dita Gawkwad or something says hello. What city? Bad Bur. This is Dumaguete, Philippines. We're in Dumaguete, Philippines. Rick Wallace, I have sunscreen on. A lot of it's probably run off my face already, but yeah, I had all over my face. But sometimes it gets runny, and then I wipe my face from the sweat. But yeah, I put it on. I have some all natural sunblock, zinc. It's called Badger, Badger, Badger. I bought some back in the US before I came here. I know I got it on Amazon, but I'm not sure. Some things on Amazon, they don't deliver here to the Philippines for whatever reason. What's the coldest, Anthony? My goodness. It never gets cold, technically. Maybe to a Filipina or Filipina, they might think it's cold. Quite honestly, maybe in the 70s, if I ever even remember. That might have been like the mid-70s or something like this. But here you're at Lee Plaza. Mary Clipper Butterfly says, is this your first time visiting the Philippines? I've been in the Philippines since July of 2024, which was my first time. I'd never even been to Asia before. I just did it. I just said, I'm buying a plane ticket and I'm gonna live life and do something different, and best decision I ever made. So yeah, I came here in July of 2024, then went back to the States in March of 2025, then came back to the Philippines in June and been here ever since. This is my home away from home now. Blady said, does Jollibee suck? I know a lot of people here like it. I tried it twice, 2 different things. First time it was like a burger, didn't like it. Second thing was a chicken sandwich, didn't really like it. I know it's very popular here and a lot of people like Jollibees, but I'm not a fast food person anyway. So yeah, if I want a good burger, I always tell people I'll go to a restaurant and get better quality beef or something like that. Have you ridden a motorbike in the US? Yes, I've rode motorbike, scooter-like things like this back in the US. Erica says, hello again from Illinois. Enjoyed your New Year's Eve walk last week. Say hi to Kingston for me. Haha. Hello, Erica, and welcome back. And I do remember you. I do remember your name. And for that, I'm just going to give you a blue jacket. We call it the blue jacket. You have standard moderator capabilities, so you can help moderate the chat if you deem something basically personal attacks, something that's just not appropriate. And when you're blue, you just stand out more, obviously. And plus, it just tells me you're consistently here. supporting my channel. I guess I'll go up one block and then I'm gonna go down towards the water again. Wolfgang, hello Wolfgang, welcome my friend, how you doing? Satoshi says, what's the biggest challenge of relationship with a Filipina? And without a good Filipina girlfriend, would you still be in the Phils? Hell yeah. Hell yes, I'd still be here. And that's a great question, which kind of leads me to something I've mentioned before. For me, personally, my opinion, to each his own, it's gonna be different for everybody. For me, the best advice I can give anybody on my limited experience here is if you're gonna come to the Philippines, don't let the reason be because of a girl. Don't let it be your only reason, I guess should say. Or if it's a foreign woman coming for a Philippine guy, Filipino, whatever it may be. My advice is don't let your main reason be a relationship reason, in my opinion. There's so much to learn here, so much to see, there's so much, I love it here. So come to the Philippines to embrace the culture, learn about the people, and then there's so many people here you can meet. I don't think anybody would ever have issues meeting somebody here. And that's why I always say, don't let the main reason you come here be because of girls. You can meet them anywhere. Come here because you want to be here. And maybe, if you do come here because of a girl and it doesn't work out, it might put a bad taste in your mouth. You know what I mean? It might give you a negative opinion of the Philippines because of an unsuccessful relationship. That's my advice. I don't know everything, but that's my advice. I see Graham's here. Hello, Graham. Mary Clipper Butterfly says, yes, it's beautiful. Gabe Q says, hi. Graham, good afternoon. But yeah, in regards to relationships, what's the hardest thing between me and Che? Probably the language barrier. That can be a little challenging, but at the same time, you have to be patient. I know for most people, especially Americans, myself, sometimes it's hard to be patient, which I've learned to be more patient over time. That can be a struggle, a little bit, but not much. But sometimes Che will want to tell me something, and it's difficult for her to convey it from Bisaya to English, exactly what she's trying to say. She doesn't know the exact English word for me to truly understand what she's saying. So that can be challenging. Graham says, there's always something to be learned whenever I'm here in this channel. Yeah, I mean, I'm learning every day. I learn stuff from you guys. I learn stuff from Fortune, who's people that are more experienced in the Philippines. I like everybody that comes here. The people from the Philippines that are here, people from abroad that come here, people that have questions, people that have comments or answers. I mean, that's what makes it even more fun. And then I just get to share and babble on with whatever I say, whether it's useful babble to you guys or not, and then to show you the sights and sounds of the Philippines. Yeah, it's about sharing experiences. Mary Clipper says, yeah, but almost Filipinos do know English language. Michael says, how expensive? Sometimes it's more fun being single and let the women chase you. Yeah, and whether you're Anna Andrews, Nick, or Nathan, that's exactly right. Because, listen, when you come into the Philippines, you're kind of like the new kid on the block. You're looked at differently by a Filipina. And then when you see so many beautiful women, it can be a little overwhelming. It's different here. The way you're looked at and everything. So maybe at first you might have to learn how to relax and be disciplined and stuff like that, because it's different. But for me to say to you guys, there's no need to rush. Just meet people, embrace the community, make friends with people, and whatever's meant to be will be meant to be, and it'll just happen on its own. when you come in the Philippines, you go home knowing you've got 3 kids. I guess that's possible. He's in Dumaguete, Philippines. Yeah, Graham, 4chan, laughing. Did you learn to fight? I mean, I learned how to fight when I was a young kid. My generation, you know, I'm from the sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. That's the generation I'm from. I've been in plenty of fights in my life. Can't say I've been in any recently. You know, what's the point? I'm just nice to everybody. You know, growing up as a young teenager and being picked on and have all sorts of stuff happen in your life, of course I've been able to defend myself, but not something I think about anymore these days. I'm about just being nice, treating everybody with respect, and, you know, being a good person. Yes, Nelson, this is the Philippines. Dumaguete, Philippines. I'm back down along the water now. He says, I'm just kidding. There's no problem. I mean, it's kind of funny. Nobody's ever said that before, but no, it's all good. I mean, I hope everybody can defend themselves to an extent. You never know what situation you're going to be put in life. So I guess that's why health and fitness is so important to me for many reasons. But, you know, you want to be able to protect yourself or protect others. So it's all good, my friend. It's all good. I got to be me. How's the temperature where you are? Well, last I looked, it was like 85, 86. It's now 2:35 in the afternoon. 2:35 in the afternoon, Saturday afternoon in the Philippines. I'm from old school Brooklyn. There you go. Well, that's what I'm talking about. You're old school, so old school to me means sticks and stones may break your bones, but names will never hurt you. So, yeah, I was raised with that mindset. Big boulevard there. Yeah, and this whole part here is all new. I mean, before, I think it was like to this little wall and maybe like wide-wise, maybe to right about here. They added on all this, extended it out, made it wider. So nice, and replaced all the brick. What kind of food can you get in Dumaguete? I mean, aside from Philippine food, you can get whatever you want. Steak, like Chinese food, like chinlong. You can get pizza, you can get American food. I don't see much Mexican. There might be more Mexican than I'm aware of. Mexican food is my favorite. But what kind of food? Yeah, I eat probably the majority of the time Philippine food, because Che makes Philippine food at home. Chicken adobo, chicken curry, eggs every day in my breakfast. That's always a part of my breakfast is eggs. I'm a big advocate for eggs. Eggs, everything. Yeah, Chinese food, Japanese food, sushi. I get sushi here. Like I said, you got all these places. Now, I forget the name of that restaurant, but there's Sam's Rival Bistro. There's Yellow Cab Pizza. I don't think it's that good. I tried it once. It's okay. Why Not Food's all right. Whatever I need, I can basically get. I mean, there's some things I miss from back in the States. Maybe not so much. It's more or less the quality of certain things. Heck, sometimes I just crave a good bowl of chili. There you go. I cook Mexican food, everyone, when I'm in Peru. Yeah, I love Mexican food. Stone Cold, yeah, there you go. $1,200 to $2,000 seems to be the okay budget. And $2,000, you're doing good. I mean, if you're like a smart individual and is not going crazy, you won't even spend, if you have a $2,000 a month budget, you won't even spend that. Unless you're eating out every day, I don't know, that's like, here, that's a lot of money per month. And then, you know, well, how luxurious of a place do you have to have? All the apartments and like, apartments or rentals and, homes are significantly cheaper here. I mean, what really do you need? For me, I don't need a place to be entertained. I'm not home much. I don't care about that. There's too much out here to see. There's too many people to meet. Mike says, is Cavite City still there without the naval base? I'm not sure on that, Mike. I apologize, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Ralph says, I miss Puerto Rican food. Yeah, I've been to Puerto Rico. I like Puerto Rican food. Caleb says, what's the difference in currency? Does your money go further? Yeah, USD goes further here. Last I saw, for every $1, it was at 59.2 pesos. And I mean, I think this is that's the highest I've ever seen it since I've been here. I'm hoping it hits 60. Now that's Philippine pesos, not Mexican pesos. I did that once before I first got here. I was looking up currency exchange and I just found pesos but didn't specify Philippine pesos. Vitali says, if you have 2,000 plus income, you can buy land, build a 50-meter something house or 50 million house in 2 years. Yeah, $2,000 a month is a lot here. Takes you can get very far with 2,000. Again, I don't even spend 2,000 in a month. V8 Power 66 says, are you in the Philippines right now? Yeah, I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. I was just along the water, the whole sea behind me. Yep. And Andrew said 2K you could live in BGC. Yeah, I mean 2,000 is a lot. I mean, if like someone asked the other day, like, and my friend Michael Thriving made a comment. He said something said about I could have 5,000 USD a month, and then Michael's response is, if you have 5,000 a month coming in to you here, you basically can live like a king. Well, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's you have to have the Filipina wife to be able to own land, which I like that. I love that. Agree with that. I don't think that would be fair if a bunch of foreigners could come in here and just buy up all the land, especially, when there's a lot of Philippine people that, they couldn't afford it. And I just wouldn't like the idea of foreigners buying up all the land here before the actual people. VA says, is it a safe environment where you live? I think it's safe. I mean, it's not safe proof, but neither was living back in the States. I feel completely safe here, fine. I don't have any issues. Never felt uncomfortable once in over a year being in the Philippines. Never felt threatened, never felt anything but nice, love, embracing, welcoming people. That's not to say there's stuff doesn't happen. I heard about an incident that took place the other day. Apparently there was some incident involving some police officers here, right here in Dumaguete somewhere nearby, that some people were killed or something like that. So it does happen. Yeah, there you go, debt. 118,589 pesos. Yeah, that's a lot of money per month. I mean, think about it. My rent is only 24,000 pesos a month. So just subtract 24,000 from that, and then you still have all that left. High Five 522 says hello. I don't know if we're gonna. I was trying to wait and see if we got the 200 likes. Me just pushing. If you haven't given me a like, just double tap the screen, give me a like. I'm trying to get to 200. Sometimes I try to have like a goal, but I can't force likes. Only if you like the like. Wait, Mike, what happened with the police? Yeah, hold on. I don't know the whole story. I just heard bits and pieces, like something like took place in a bar, and then an individual outside of a bar. It's funny, it's always about a bar, people intoxicated or something. But apparently there's an individual shooter or something to that effect. And several police officers were killed, from what I heard. in their car or something like that, or law enforcement. I don't, like I said, I only heard very little bits and pieces of it. And it didn't, it was shocking because I've never heard anything like that while I've been here. But then again, we're in crazy times right now, crazy world right now. And so I'm not 100% sure of what actually happened. Hello. Can Americans work there? Yeah, Ralph, that question gets asked to me a lot. I don't know if you have to be some sort of citizen to technically work here, or like if you get your ACR card or something that allows you to work. Somebody else with more knowledge of that. The only reason I basically don't know is I have no interest in working here, so it's not something I really pursued or looked into. But I know a guy that's a Filipino, a male Filipino. He works at home as a digital nomad. His job, at least the one he had that I was aware of, the job was based out of the USA, but he worked online here in the Philippines. All right, there you go, Xbox. That's it. Yeah, that's it. False alarm, it was a fart. That's all right. What do they say? Shh, it happens. Yeah, it's warm today. 85, 86. Says, do you need a second language there? For me, I don't, but I'm trying to learn Bisaya. That's my New Year's resolution, to learn a little bit of Bisaya. It would be good for me to learn the language here. Plus, when you do speak little, whether it's just simply saying hello, or the locals here really appreciate it when a foreigner speaks their language. Makes them smile, and I'm all about making people smile. So yeah, that's my New Year's resolution, to learn more of the Bisaya language. Ralph says lots of Philippines, Bremerton, Washington State. And Joanne said, yes, they do. Yeah, so that's important to me. When I was here in Dumaguete originally, I was kind of learning a little bit. And then we went to live in Bacolod, which is, they speak Ilonggo there, Negros Occidental. Here is Negros Oriental. So then I'm like, oh no, now I got to try and learn something all over again. Well, here in the Philippines, they have many dialects to learn. And as you get older, in my opinion, it gets more difficult to learn languages. Well, I want to learn something, but I'm just going to stick with Bisaya and go with that for now. Yeah, Tagalog. Are they LGBT friendly? Yeah, they're LGBT friendly here. I think it's probably like that everywhere. I mean, but here, yeah. People are friendly, period, here. They're just friendly and nice. Cebu had a trash pile landslide, 30-something missing. That's not good. Can't say I heard that story before, but yeah, that's not good. What time is it there? It says hoax. 2:47 p.m. Saturday afternoon. 2:47 p.m. There you go. That's what I thought, Jap. Nice seeing you, John. Jap. Sorry if I didn't notice you earlier. That's what I thought. You needed to be a permanent resident. Yeah, I only know about people that are from the Philippines that work like as digital nomads, and they're the job is out of the United States, but they work here. But they're also Philippine people, locals. Leslie, 25 hours ahead. Yeah, that AT, she was pretty. But people always funny sometimes. Like, I don't go searching for pretty girls to show people, but sometimes I'll get people in my live streams like, I haven't seen any pretty girls. Where are all these pretty girls everybody talks about? They're everywhere. It's just, I don't know. People have some things to do, but yeah, they're here. They're here. Everything is friendly here as long as the person whom speaking is respectful. Nothing goes wrong. Very well put, Angel. And that's why I try to tell everybody, for me here, I'm a visitor. I'm a guest in this country. I'm very thankful and blessed that I'm allowed to be here up to 3 years consecutively until I have to leave, and then I can come right back. The best thing about here in the Philippines is the people. First and foremost, how are you doing? First and foremost is the people. That's why I love it here, and I wouldn't have it any other way. That's what makes the Philippines special. Yes, the warm weather. Yes, all the other beautiful things to see, but it's all about the people for me. And I have that people vibe here in Dumaguete, Philippines. I just have it. I respect them, they respect me. There's beautiful women everywhere but Somalia. My wife got a house in Valencia close to Dumaguete. Yeah, a lot of people I like Valencia. I've been there. I've walked there from here in Dumaguete. Valencia is nice. It's just it's too far away for me. Too far away from the water. But it is nicer because you kind of get up in the mountains and it's cooler. If I had a motorbike, it'd be a different story. Hello, hello, hello. If I had a motorbike, it would be much more. It'd be a better situation. When that time comes, it'll come. Leslie said, "Where did you move from?" Born in Altoona, Pennsylvania, all my life. Then lived in Florida for about 2 years, and yeah, Pennsylvania, Florida, now here in Dumaguete, Philippines. Is this Vietnam, toxic Nordic? No, it's Dumaguete, Philippines, but Vietnam's a cool place to go visit. Definitely would be a cool place to visit. Da Nang, Vietnam, I've heard is really cool and nice. Here, you know what? I'll go up through here. There's people. Yeah, I think there's beautiful women all over the world. I don't have a particular. I mean, I'm biased towards Asian women and people in the Philippines. That's just my preference. But there's beautiful everywhere. Everywhere in the world, there's beautiful men and women all over the place. Are you going to become a full-time resident of the Philippines? Probably not. From everybody I've talked to, they say there's not really much of a benefit to being a full resident for me. Unless something changes for now, no, I have no interest in that. Dude on roll, there you are. You are late today. I'm not at the end just yet, but I've been saying, anybody see Dude on roll? Because I have news for you, Dude on roll. I did the video, now it's not done, but I did the video footage for my apartment tour, just for you. And well, for a lot of people, but at your request. So just so you know, I did all the video. Now I gotta do the editing. Maybe I'll have it out in the next few days. But Dude on roll, shout out to you, Dude on roll. So yeah, it'll be ready in the next few days. I just have to edit it, and then it'll be posted as a video for you, Dude on roll, and everybody else that wants an apartment video. And a Dude on a roll, guess what else you missed? You missed me doing push-ups because Xbox Master, at his request, and no, I'm not doing any more right now because I'm almost done with my live stream. But he asked me to do push-ups. I did them down by the boulevard. And they weren't. I had some military guys in here picking at me. I didn't do it exactly perfectly, which they are correct. I just did 30 quick ones, and then I was done because I'd already done some this morning. But Erica, I don't even want to be that. That's just friendly. I mean, it's humbling when people do that. It's humbling, and I'm appreciative and thankful. Yeah, I didn't experience stuff like that in the U.S. Very different in that respect. But you kind of just, Xbox, they were great with push-ups. 5K, I'd say so. Um, Caleb says burr press. Burr press. I'm not following you. Burr press. Where in Florida were you? First I was in Stuart. I was on the East Coast. I was living in Stuart, Florida, liked it very much. And then not that far, I ended up living in Palm City, Florida. That's where I lived. It was like an hour and a half or so south of Orlando, maybe an hour or so away from Miami. So technically I wasn't that far from West Palm Beach, but yes, Stuart, Florida, then Palm City, Florida. Oh, it's a kind of exercise, says Caleb. Det says, yeah, autograph when I visit Dumaguete. Autograph? Are you serious, Det? Dwayne says, Canada here. I was there in 2023, loved it. Going back in April for an entire month. Hey, where exactly are you coming to the Philippines, Dwayne? Like, where at? Where are you going? Xbox says, I think he did 30 great ones. He's 50 plus years old. That's what I always say. You gotta use it or you're gonna lose it. Stretching's important also because you can tweak something. Anybody, any age stretching is vital. You can tweak something. And the last thing I want to do is get injured or have anything set me back, because then that's just time wasted that I could be doing something that I can't. So stretching is also important. 8 more likes to get to 200. Wow. Yeah, 8 more likes. What's up, dude? Hope you're doing well today. Bradley Mitchell, I'm doing awesome. Living my dream, just being retired, embracing the culture and the community of the Philippines. Hot weather every day, which I prefer and like and love. I don't complain at all about the weather. I always joke with my mother and father and laugh at them because they always complain about the weather. It's too hot, it's too cold, it's too this. Not here in the Philippines, back at home. They're never happy. I'm like, is any weather good enough for you? With this, I don't care how hot it is. I love it. Is this Antarctica? No, it's Dumaguete, Philippines, but that was funny. But yeah, if you haven't given me a like, that'd be awesome. Boracay is an amazing. Yeah, I gotta go to Boracay someday. The closest thing to Boracay I've been to was at Siquijor Island. They have a beach called Little Boracay, and it is very similar visually, but I've never actually been to Boracay, so I can only compare the beach in Siquijor. Looks similar to the real Boracay, but I've never been there. I'm just jealous I can't do push-ups anymore. Stone cold. Never say never. If it means you got to start by doing one, and then you do another one, it's okay. Unless you just have an injury or something that prevents you from doing it, then that's a different story. Dude on roll says 30 push-ups at 55. I can manage 20 and I'm 32. Well, dude, 32. Start taking advantage of that stuff now. The more you do, the easier it gets. And I know that sounds crazy. It's just training your body to be able to do that. Now I feel so bad for asking for push-ups. Why, Xbox? You don't need to feel bad. I knew when you brought it up the other day, I was going to end up having to do it because I could just tell you're somebody that's going to hold me to it. And you did, just like Dude on Roll, you know, giving me a swift kick in the butt saying, hey, where's that apartment video? I did the video, I just got to edit it. See, there you go, William. Yeah, 30 is nothing. Yeah, exactly. The more you do, the easier it gets. You train yourself to do it. It just gets easier, and actually you can get pretty fast. But it's not the idea. And for me, I don't really want to do them fast. The slower I do it, the more I feel like I'm getting out of it. But that's awesome. Who's that? William Ware. 30 is nothing. You're exactly right. That is nothing. 30 is absolutely nothing. And you do yours in a diamond shape. There you go. I'd have to even watch a video to look to make sure I was even doing that right. I think I know what you mean, the diamond shape. It's like holding your hands to like the center of like your chest, I think. Like, and then like you have your hand shaped in like a diamond. I think that's what you mean. Well, there you go, former US Navy. And that's, you guys are like the best. Like I brag about the military left and right. You guys are my heroes. Aside from my mother and father, you guys, men and women, service members of the military are the best, especially Navy. Navy SEALs, yeah, you guys are the best. Much respect to you, William Ware. Then we got Freddie from Mexico. No problem, William. Like I said, I'm not here to be on doing like push-ups. Somebody just was playing with me and challenged me to do them. And like I said, if you would have, maybe you saw them. If you didn't, you probably would have critiqued the hell out of me and said I was doing them wrong or too fast. But yeah, there's a specific right, correct way to do them the whole way down. Yeah, you're right. Neil says, hey, brother. Hello, Niels. Patrick says, best tour Dumaguete I've ever seen. Well, that is humbling. I appreciate the compliments. And that's really nice of you, Patrick. Caleb Palmer says, you should try a few burpees when you get a chance. I can barely do them, and I'm physically fit. And what are the other ones, the planks or whatever like that? I've never messed around too much with doing planks either. It's like you lay your arms, you know, I've watched stuff. Yeah, there's so many more things I should do, I can do, and I should do. And like I said, it's like anything. The more you do it and you train yourself at it, and you just stay disciplined with it, yeah, you'd be surprised what you can get out of yourself. Joanne says, thanks for your service. Yeah, William, thank you. I seen them, but I'm not saying anything about it because you do them the best you can. Yeah, I just, like I said, just wanted to get down and do them and get them over with. But yeah, I'm sure I could do a lot better. But again, yeah, William, much respect to you, my friend. I don't know if this means anything to you, but yeah, much respect. Are you planning to visit or live in any other areas in the Philippines? At some point. Right now, I'm content just doing what I'm doing where I'm at. No rush. I finally feel like I'm kind of settled in the place where I feel most comfortable, and that's in Dumaguete. Miss Dimple said 131 and 202. Like, congrats, Michael. Thank you, Miss Dimple. I'm just thankful who's been here. Philip says thanks for today's walk. Philip, always appreciate you. You're a good person. Dad says I can be that guy at the back staring at the sea. Patrick says thanks, mate. Really enjoyed it. William says salute back at you, Michael. Yeah, you guys, I'm telling you, you're the best. It's like my mother and father are 1A, military, men and women are 1B. And I'll always be like that. My heroes were never Spider-Man or anything like that. G.I. Joe was probably my hero growing up as a kid. Are you in the USA? Says Meladas Dragon. I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. From the United States, but in Dumaguete, Philippines. Slow travel is the best. Yeah, plus I know I'm not gonna I'll never be able to get everywhere. I'll do my best, you know. Palawan's high on my list. That's a place I definitely want to get to in the Philippines. You know, obviously Bohol and Boracay, stuff like that. Palawan's probably number one. Who's my favorite G.I. Joe? I don't know if I have a favorite. I just remember being a young child, and back in the day when I was a kid, they had a G.I. Joe. They were the normal size doll, like G.I. Joe normal size, not the little dinky things that they made in the later generations. I had like a full-grown doll-sized army uniform suit, and that used to be my thing, man. I'd take it out in a pile of sand and play with the G.I. Joe all the time. Surprised I never did join the military. Not sure I would have made it or not, but as much as I respect them and like the fight in them and just the camaraderie and the brotherhood and stuff like that, maybe I would have fit in. Likewise, gratitude to you for the tour and for our servicemen and women. Yeah, exactly. Love the Philippines. Well, listen, guys, Snake Eyes. Yeah, that's a good one too, Snake Eyes. I've been doing this for William. Yeah, William, you're a part of it. You know what? I'm just going to do this just because. I hope to see you again, William. And Andrews. I'm going to put you in there as blue. Oops. People that I'm starting to see here. You guys come back again. Good night, says Joanne. Sweet dreams. Again, each and every one of you guys, I appreciate this. I do these walks every day because I enjoy walking. It's great exercise. I enjoy showing you guys everything just because I want to share it with you. For the people that have been here, people may be thinking about coming, and the people that may never get here. God bless you too. And I appreciate all the people that are new here today. Appreciate it. Don't be a stranger. I hope to see you guys again. I don't know 100% if I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'm thinking about maybe Sundays I should take a day off, but we'll see. I won't take a day off of my walking. I never do the skip out on my 10 miles walking a day. I won't do that. That to me, I'm very, very disciplined when it comes to my walks. But my name is Michael. Sorry if you just got here. My name is Michael, from the United States, born and raised in Pennsylvania. Just about all my life, with the exception of 2 years I lived in Florida. And now I'm living abroad here in the Philippines. So Neil says I should be there at the end of this month. That sounds great. Stay in touch, Niels. Whether or not you get to Dumaguete or not, stay in touch. Leslie says, hi, Michael. Nice to meet you, Leslie. Xbox says, listen to your body. I don't push it. Getting hurt is no good. Yes. William says, I'm going to catch you on here every chance I can. William, thank you. That's all I can say is thank you. Thankful, appreciative of people taking time out of your life to hang out with me. Trust me, it's more humbling than you can even imagine. I never knew what to expect from these live streaming walks. The sharing things through my eyes, and I'm very thankful to be here with you guys. This is what makes being in the Philippines special. Jose says, I'm here in Lipa City, Batangas, and from Mexico. Welcome, Jose. That's awesome. Erica says, thank you for sharing your life. So cool. That's great to hear. The comments, compliments are the best. Michael says, I went to Panama instead. Leslie says, ditto. Mike, nice to meet you, sir. Be well. Caleb, just because I'm in a giving mood. When you give to me, I give in return. And then when I start seeing you guys, people more consistently and stuff, I always give people the blue. So if you didn't get it now, you'll get it the next time. The more people in this community, probably going to bring more people, which will need more people to remove some of the, I always say trolls need friends too, but sometimes they're not going to cooperate. So it's what you guys can take care of business when I can't really follow the whole chat anyway. But hello from Finland, my friends. Thank you, DEF, for being here. Be well, Michael. Catch up again. Cynthia says, from South Africa, love your program. Nice to meet you. I'll be following you for sure. Thank you, Charles. Hey, I'm going to end it here. Any comments or things I missed, I apologize. I'm thankful, blessed for the life that I've been given here, and I'm thankful and blessed that I can share it with you guys. Have a good night, good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you're at in the world. Just be nice to everybody and be happy. And if your life, you feel like it needs some improvements, you can make it better. I'm not saying it's the Philippines, but it changed my life. So thank you, everybody. Life is beautiful and crazy. Everybody double tap. Have a blessed, wonderful day. See you guys. I love you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. See you again. Stay safe, everybody.